Alright, hello. I'm going to cast map 1 of Gamerlegion vs Saw in ESL Pro League Season 21 today. The losing team is eliminated from this series, so everything counts for these two teams to stay alive in this tournament. We'll see how this goes for them. Okay, so map 1 is Train. We are coming off of some good games from these teams recently. Gamerlegion been looking great, and we saw at the start of this tournament in this Navi upset 2-1, which was incredible, so we'll see if they can pull off some great stuff today. I've got high hopes for Gamerlegion though. I've been impressed by their teamwork this event so far. So we'll see how this goes. Kinda looks like they're going to be going for a B setup, Sora. Send over here. Hearing the footsteps, taking more reserve position back. There are 5 over towards the site. Send to Mutiris for first contact. ZTR hasn't called anyone else over yet. Now the utility comes in. Zoo caught off guard by Slend, does get taken out. Mutiris trades him. Mutiris really pushing up here. In the smoke next to 3 players. Seashot goes up and gets traded. Torsen going long range against Story. It's a very powerful position for Mutiris. He's slipped through the smoke. Clear line. Story over here left with being surrounded. He can find Rez and Torsen will get Story. Mutiris over here has to fall over Agile. Agile gets the diffuser. And now it's only PR left. PR with a kit. He's just missing his shots. Oof, close one. If the shots would have lined up, he'd have had a better chance there, but couldn't get away with it. That's a pistol round on the board for Saw. Crucial one on Train. Very good push from Mutiris there. Finding his way all the way up. Getting that position. Managing to get through the smoke unnoticed as well. Whereas Gamerlegion, maybe should have called a bit of a rotate over at first contact. Okay, so he's pushing out on A at the moment. Mutiris fully blind. ZCR, Rizzo finds Mutiris, Agile gets PR. There's over here with only a pistol, gets taken out by CJot. Now there's only a 2v4 left for Gamerlegion here. With just a couple of measly pistols versus a full buy from Terrorist side. There isn't a whole lot Slend and Torsen can do. Slend does get CJot though. And Zoo and Agile clean up the mess. And that is a conversion on the board for Saw. Difficult one to find on Train against a full buy, but can't expect much. And we're seeing the full buy coming out of Gamerlegion. At least I go towards A at the start here. Gamerlegion. I don't think ZTR on B. Mutiris faking a bit more of a heavy presence over here towards A. CJot does take hot dog control. Now 5 players over towards B. The utility comes in. There's only 3 people on the site. Ready to hold back if they can. Saw now pushing forward. Rez will just spam CJot through the smoke. ZTR hiding here, he will be found. Rez will find a Zoo. Now it's a 2v3 after he finds Torsen. Rez in this reserve position, waiting for some help here from PR. The Story, all the way back there already. They haven't planted the bomb yet. And Rez is looking like he's going to back out of it. He doesn't want anything to do with this. He's going to save his M4 for the next round. Can hold if anyone wants to push him. Just to confirm that. Rez with the only 2 kills that round for Gamerlegion. ZTR maybe not finding the impact that he had wanted. Rez hiding towards this cubby over at Ivy. And that's a difficult one for Gamerlegion.
Terrorists win.
Saw setting utility down, popping through, waiting for their time. A really good teamwork. Finding this space as well, which is really key on a map like Train. The story will get out of the AWP. This could be a game changer for Saw. Already 3 rounds on the board though. Tiris loving these early A pushes. We're gonna taken up by Rez though as he's blind. Orson up close here, he does get mollied out. There. Some damage on C-Jot, but C-Jot takes him away. CTR here. But story AWP means nothing. CTR can take him out, but we get traded by Agile. Not much he can do with a 5-7 versus an AK buy. It's a 3v3. Only Rez with the saved hero gun from last round. Rez on this B site alone, and they're coming towards him. If he finds a timing here, this could be massive impact for Rez. Does find Agile. Zoo will trade him out. They've got an idea. Rotating for PR. They haven't fully committed to B yet, so we've got 40 seconds on the clock and 2 mollies and a flash. They have a bit more than Gamerlegion here. Does look like they'll want to do finish on B. All on PR here, only with a Deagle. 20 seconds left on the clock. They've got to do something soon. If PR gets a kill here, it'd be crucial, and maybe Slang can go for the retake. But if he goes empty-handed, then I doubt it'd be a retake. PR gets 1. Can he get the second one? Zoo will take out PR, but Slend's quick here. He's got the flank. I don't know if Zoo will be ready for this. He does check it, but he does get taken out by Slend. A great flank and very good timing. Caught Zoo off guard, and that makes the first round on the board for Gamerlegion. Despite a very much forced round, the hero M4, a couple Deagles, and very limited nades. That was a great round from Gamerlegion. Putting Rez where he needs to be, and him delivering that impact. It was a great early flank from ZTR. Maybe not flank, but pushing all the way up and getting that 5-7 kill on the story. Really put them in a better position and caught them off guard. Slend over here already. But nobody's holding Ivy at the moment. Rez got a bit of an idea, but 2 people down here. That's been a nearly full buy for Saw. Except the Tech 9 on C-Jot. Just about with the scraps over the previous money built up. Rez keeping these Ivy players on their toes. Story with this AWP. Rez not careful, he could be taken out. Agile here with taking Slend out and Pop Dog. This opens up a good advantage. Saw here. 4v5 at the moment. Looking like they're going to head over towards B. Back to this weaker bomb site with only ZTR here. They've managed to find the opening. Nade could be good. It takes off a little bit of Agile's health. ZTR doesn't like calling for help. Low man army. Now the utility comes in. Just escapes. Buys a bit more time, but eventually taken out by Agile. And that's it. Gone straight back to the safe. Gamerlegion. They aren't even going to attempt it. Didn't even get through con before the decision was made. I feel like if ZTR could have brought over some players at the first flash, you know, he would have had a bit of a better chance, but convinced they were going to fake it. Perhaps a crucial mistake. As Saw are going to find a 4th. 4-1 scoreline. Bit of a rough start, but crucially saving the AWP. The AWP, an AK, and an M4.
Terrorists win.
Looks like, economy-wise, Slend and ZTR will be able to drop some guns. They will take a counter-terrorist timeout. Just to recuperate the 3-round difference. I feel like this team is kind of too good to be making the mistake of just letting ZTR alone. He's got a lot to manage. I feel like a full rush onto the B site, he shouldn't have to deal with that as well alone. If they'd have brought the AWP over quicker, they could have had a bit of a better impact. Maybe had a better chance of winning the round as well. Well, we'll see if this timeout will give them the communications they need. I'm curious again with these fast pushes. Like taking this control. PR over here. Oh my god. PR does take off Mysterious, but Siege will take off Torsen. They didn't check Pop Dog. Siege in a good position. ZTR does take him out. It's skirmish at the moment. 2v2 spam through smokes as well. 2v2. Scoring Agile. Only one's left on Saw. Agile. Looking for some space over towards B. He's got a completely free bomb site. ZTR will take out Story and it's Agile alone. They might not know about this flank though. He gets good timing here. Slend heard his footsteps surely. So they know where he is. Yeah, they're both looking in the direction. Missed AWP shot from Slend. ZTR on top of the train here, could catch Agile off guard. He jumps down on their open at the moment. And the AWP shot will take out Agile. That is 2-4 scoreline. Saw still in the lead. But a crucial round for Gamerlegion as they put their economy in a better position. And worsen Saws at that. The smoke spam there. Could call it lucky, could call it experience, but ultimately deciding factor in that round. Here it is, catching PR off guard and Torsen, getting both of those crucial kills on B. He's got a load of space here. Rez surely holding him. Yeah, Rez will take out Meteoricity. Gets a bit good B pop. The fake has worked out really well. Siege takes out ZTR, the only B defender. And it's already looking like a save. They're not really bothered about this. Wanting to save the AWP and the AK. Story over here, could get some impacts. Rez denies. Currently going on the hunt. Had a few too many saves for Saw's liking. Mutura is doing a great job at the moment. Getting the kills, getting the opening jewels, and setting up the fakes. Working is a saved AK and AWP for Gamerlegion. Scoreboard is 2-5, and not looking very good for the CT side economy at the moment. MP9 for Torsen. Only AWP gun. Wasn't saved from last round. Is backing off after his previous round success. I'm going towards B early. ZTR. Often alone on this B site. Only with a 5-7. Bit of a gamble for him to be left alone here. No contact over towards A at the moment. Surely he calls over a rotate at some point. PR on his way, only with 5-7 though. And long range, ain't gonna butter the bread. But Slend with the AWP over here gives it a bit of more promising side. Pushing out here, Meteorus finds ETR quickly. Skirmish going on at the moment. Taking out all of the B-side defenders, just like that. Only one kill from PR with the 5-7. Slend with no impact with the AWP. And it's another save for Gamerlegion. Saw are just demolishing them at the moment. They've really found this weakness on B side and they just aren't letting go of this. Trying to keep his guns. Wilson taken out. No MP9 save for him, but Rez does get found as well. Absolutely no gun save, but a bit of better economy here. Building up slowly but surely here for Gamerlegion. And that's another timeout. Saw have really found this weakness on B, but I felt like if Slend had hit a first AWP shot there, they would have had a bit of a better chance, but just couldn't find any easy shots. When the utility came down, just blocked out. We are seeing a full buy though, here for Gamerlegion. First one in a while. The scoreline 2-6. Rough so far. And the economy building up for Saw too. It's looking pretty good for their train side. Quite promising at the moment. Going for any fast pushes here. Saw. Dawson getting up close in the face. There's some good B control over here for ZTR, I think. I mean, he's found a fully clear B holes. The Ivy push has been completely disregarded. As soon as he finds it right there, C-Job Meteorus will just do that. And the flash onto Slend is completely blind. Now it's a 2v4 already. A site fully taking control of Rez, looking uncomfortable in this position. They know where he is. And that's looking to be another save. Save after save here for Gamerlegion. But now Saw, they're getting a bit more confident here. They don't want to leave these guns out. Story here has got a bit of an idea. Red's catching C-Jot. Just keep his life alive. Meteorus will find Rez though. There's no saved AK for him. CTR over here. Lucky if he can get away with his M4.
Terrorists win.
And that is 2-7. A disappointing first half for Gamerlegion. Best they can do is 3 consecutive rounds, of which most will be full buys if they get it from the saw. They've got a good economy building up here. A bit of a half buy here for Gamerlegion, as the loss bonus keeps them building. Uterus denied these opening frags by the smoke. ZTR again with this pop dog control. They've got a good idea of where they are. Just he moves back in this position, he could get at least one on Agile here. They do flash him away though, letting them know they're wary of his presence. Could be caught off guard. A little bit of help here. They're ultimately going to leave them to it. Rotating 3 players over towards B now. And it looks to be a good call from them. Zuru over here just looking to hold the rotators here. And yeah, pushing out to bring the side materials, finds Torson's. Just back, and CJ will take Slend on site. CTR over here in this reserve position. Materials over this position, but then it's Crossfire. Crossfire, there's no way ZTR gets any of that. CJ on top of the train here, finds PR in the smoke. And then Rez take out CJ. There's only Rez left here. If he's lucky, he can save a 5-7 maybe with a gun. Finds one, but I think for the most part, this isn't going to be very good. They could decide to go hunting here. They don't know if he's got AK or not, but could be a good call here if they send out to get rid of his saved 5-7 in Kevlar. And yeah, Zuru finds him. Absolutely nothing to save. Save for Gamerlegion. Disappointing rounds here. Disappointing to see Gamerlegion after their good form recently. They beat Tyloo yesterday to keep themselves in the tournament, but they're not showing us that they're worthy of staying here at the moment. 2-8 half is the first map though, so they can give this up, but you know, you don't want to give up anything if you can afford it. Big pull by here. Both teams. Warp shot on Slend gets him down really weak. Just scrapes away with his life. Keeping Agile in the halls here. And a slower start to Saw. We haven't seen many of these slower rounds yet without taking some good map control. Three players over towards Ivy at the moment. Pushing through. Rez will need at least 1 kill here. They're not even gonna... Are they even gonna bother about it? Just gonna go for the full wraparound. Smoke's starting to fade. Rez here. Rez gets taken out by Seajoss straight away. Looks like they're trying to make a connection A side. GL and Torsten, it's a full-on skirmish here. There's 3 of them just gone like that. GTR found by the lurk. The backstab from Torsen, I think, on Torsen. And PR left. He's got an M4 if he's lucky. To find CJ off guard. But the bomb planted. They all know where he is. Now gonna encapsulate him. If he can keep this AK, I'll be surprised, but you know, anything's possible with him. So no, Agile take him out. And 2-9 of this first half. Last round. It's not gonna be a pretty buy. MP9s, 1 M4. Nope, refund the M4 for 4 MP9s and a FAMAS. Scraping together what money they have. Still in this position. Looking in to rush around this corner. Sees one of them, doesn't connect the orb shot. Spam through the smoke. 4 on the other side he doesn't know about, but a convincing spray through by multiple AKs. Agile here, making sure nobody overextends by Gamerlegion. And they're going to call over a rotate here. They are making their way over towards B. Agile here. He checked ZTR as well. Wow. He's pushed all the way on the site. He's got a load of space here. CJ will take out Slend. And Rez backside doesn't just gets taken out like that. This is already over. It's a 2v5. I mean, they're only going P9s. What can they do here? Mutiris wary of the... Torsen does take out Mutiris though. Little run around the corner. PR finds Agile, making this a little easier, but Surreal finds Torsen, and that's a 1v3 really. And yeah, that's a 2-10 half. Boy, this is absolutely appalling from Gamerlegion at the moment. Just getting out-read every turn by Mutiris. I feel like the B holding by ZTR has not by ZTR and Slend has not been convincing at all. Rarely finding any picks. It's just a nightmare for both of them. Maybe on the T side they'll find some more luck, but this isn't really what we'd like to see from anyone. I mean, not even really much contesting. They've saved so many rounds at this point, uncountable amount of rounds they've saved, and some of which unsuccessfully saving the guns, just getting caught by the hunters of Saw. Looking to go over towards B. Zoo and Seajot could get some good timing on this, pushing through Pop Dog. He picks his corner, he's gonna have a bit of a surprise. 5 players here. Not peeking just yet. He does take out one of them, if it gets traded. And Seagull, I didn't realise he was there, I've overlooked him. He does get that one as well, he gets Res 2. And that's a 2v4 here. Gamerlegion. Seagull finds Slend 2, it's a 1v4. He's doing everything this round. He's currently on 3 kills, and he'll get a 4th. Torsen as well, quad kill for Seagull with the DBs. Great round from Saw, but once again, disappointing for Gamerlegion. They're so close. 11-2. Horrible, horrible map for them. I'd hate to see the next 2 maps going into this. Going after this. If he takes it to a second map. At this point, Saw's been so convincing. I wouldn't be surprised if they take the next one. Gamerlegion have done a full investment in this next one. It's this one, or they're going to have to force overtime if they're lucky, but I doubt that at this point. Pushing through Pop Dog. Difficult position for Seajot. Maybe overextending here. And Slim will find him. Find him with the Tech 9, and that's an M4. Just what they need. Just what they need. So, no, Gamerlegion. Puts them in a bit of a better position. Puts them at advantage. 5v4. 3 players over towards A. They haven't been given any confirmation they're going to hit it yet. Careful of Ivy as well, Zuru. Now the util's coming through. Here is blind spam. And it's a massacre over here. Gamerlegion has been absolutely pummeled. Azu with 3. And that spam through the smoke as well. Not through the smoke, through the blindness of the flash. Giving them exactly what they need. It's 12-2. Match point for this Saw team. I would argue Gamerlegion were the favourites to go into this. And Saw doing what they did to Navi once again. This heavily forced buy from Gamerlegion. Looking rough. 4 stack over towards A. For Saw. Res with this advanced position. If he can catch a Zoo off guard here. Help out the Ivy players. Pushing through, he'll take out Azuru. Slen will find Muteris too. This is looking a bit better for Gamerlegion now. And now there's just a flurry of kills through the kill feed. It's a 1v3 now. Agile with it all on his plate. He could just save the M4 here. They've got 10 rounds to back up on, to fall back on if they need. He's just looking if he can find any pushes, any exit kills maybe. He is sticking around though. He hasn't got a kit, so he couldn't ninja a few, so he's gonna have to either push or run away at some point. And that's finally another round on the board for Gamerlegion. 12-3. A rough start. Horrible start.
Terrorists win.
They'll find it. That's one save then for Saw. Better than nothing. Looks like they're going in for a full buy here. Story pulling out the scout. And Gamerlegion maybe a little bit more comfortably win this round. Rest fine, he's gonna push the smoke. Muteris will just I don't know why he would push that. They're obviously gonna be watching the smoke. Watching anything on A. But Slender's found a gap here. Nobody's been watching Ivy. It looks like they're going to wrap around over towards B. Muteris has completely missed the timing here. He does check it, so he does spot PR on the flank. Agile over here, maybe surprised if he sees 2. Tolson finds CJ through the smoke again. They love to push smokes here. Agile finds Slend and PR. Wow. Bomb will get planted. It's also a bit surprised. Does take out a Zuru. Flicks back up. It's Agile here. Left to 1v2. ZTR and Tulsa just playing it safe. They don't want to give away any rounds. Sitting back out here. Don't want to give him anything. He's got no kit, he's going to have to go and save. And I mean, it's getting better. 12-4 is better than 12-2, but still a long way to go. Long way to go for Gamerlegion if they want to win this game. Which, dare I say, is unlikely at this point. Might have to be a save though for Saw. Or an eco. Taking a timeout just to reassess their pretty poor economy. It's been a rough start for Gamerlegion, but maybe this T side is where the key lies. As I said, they haven't been looking very... I've quite liked to watch them this tournament, but still they're in the 2-1 bracket. It's not exactly the top tier Counter-Strike that you see, but you know, I would still hope they do better than Saw in this matchup. But my hopes have been faded a little bit, but There's still time. There's still time for a comeback. Looks like a pop over towards A. In these positions, Mutiris taking out Slen, CTR running back over the smoke there. Maybe these two retreating to get away from Mutiris. Pushing back, not wanting to get any free kills, free spams through the smoke. Don't want to put them in a worse position than they are already. Every round counts for Gamerlegion. They look like they want to abuse Ivy again. Zoo left alone over here. I think maybe he could see them there for a second. He's only got a pistol though. Unlikely to be the best odds in this scenario for them. Torsen does find agile as he overextends. Zuru no chance, right in the back as he tries to get away, but looks a bit more promising. The 3v4 Gamerlegion with the advantage. I don't think B, I mean, there's no B on B side anyway. Flank, good idea, but
Bomb has been planted.
good confirm of the round. And I mean, saving that lone AK on Mutiris at this point, if they're lucky. C-Drop caught off guard, but Mutiris isn't going to take any of these risks. His one mission at the moment. I can go looking a little bit though. Our Gamerlegion go prodding about. Story might find ZTR here. ZTR very quick on the story there. Just Mutiris. And 12-5. You know, comeback could happen, but I'm not going to be massively confident in this. And it's a good full buy here for Saw. See what they can do here. Can they close out the map? Can they push it to a second? Give them the advantage going into the series. Denied any of this over to the with good utility. Serious, pushing them back a bit more, finding a bit more of this space. Sending the bomb over towards B now. Yeah, I've got this lone lurker here. Of what? PR in Ivy here. If he sends the right time to strike, he could do some good here. Giving them maybe a 12-6 if they're lucky. Still on agile here, lone B defender. Lone B defender at the moment. Needs to get at least one pick for this. It's a bit more promising for them. What at the moment does make noise. Agile take out Torsen gets traded. Serious does find Rez. Back into a 3v3 here. And it's flanking Siege completely overlooked. It's now PR in a 1v3 to keep this map alive. Siege taps the bomb, Mutiris finds PR, and that's the map. 13-5 here for Saw. Gamerlegion not giving me any hope for them. Very unconvincing map. Not what I expected, but nonetheless a surprise from Saw. A great game. Okay, so a terrible map from Gamerlegion. Outclassed every opportunity by Saw. A great game from Saw, giving no chances to Gamerlegion on Saw's map pick of Train. However, Gamerlegion did retaliate, winning this series overall and knocking Saw out of Pro League Season 21, finally showing their worth in this tournament. thank you. Please give me feedback if possible. I'm open to anything. It's be great. Thank you. See you soon.